Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today I am going to put together an arrangement for a bridal shower. So I am hosting, or I'm helping to host, a shower at my house for one of our friend's sweet daughters. And we're actually doing the flowers for her wedding later this month, so you have a lot to look forward to. We're going to do some of her bouquets and such here on the video, but I wanted to put together a couple of arrangements for the shower, and I am using a container we just had here at the shop. So this is a pretty little container. It has a really pretty little silver base. It's a very open mouth, but I thought that we would make just something low and compact to go on my table with the food. So I'm starting out with fresh water, a little bit of fresh flower food, and I am going to add some white hydrangeas. Now Emily's flowers are only white roses, really, in her wedding. We're going to have lots of pretty greenery, but white roses is the thing. So I realize white roses are the flowers she's going to use, but today we are going to add some white hydrangeas. White hydrangeas as the base. They're just going to work really great for this container. So I'm just taking my floral knife. And I didn't dip that one. I cut that stem at an angle and I'm dipping it in some Quick Dip. Now, Quick Dip is just a hydrating solution that helps keep these flowers hydrated. And I'm going ahead and removing any of the leaves that are on that stem. All right, so there's our white hydrangeas nestled in. So that's just going to help me keep my flowers in place. Next, we're going to use some eucalyptus foliage. And so I have two different types. I have some seeded eucalyptus and parfolia eucalyptus. I'm going to take that, I'm going to break the stems shorter, cut it at an angle, and then just nestle that right down into that vase. So you're going to see how very simple this arrangement is going to be. Y'all forgive me for sniffing. I have got allergies and I've had a little bit of a cold the last few days, so I apologize. All right, so there's some eucalyptus tucked in. Honestly, I think eucalyptus is such a beautiful foliage. And it makes...
Call from Mississippi. Stop.
It makes everything so pretty to me. Okay, so there is some seeded eucalyptus. I'm going to set this to the side. And then we'll use a little bit of this parfolia eucalyptus. But you see how simple this is. Very, very simple. Now, if you do not have all this pretty foliage, you can absolutely, and this is the time to do it, go out and cut foliage, fall foliage out of your yard. I think that would be beautiful for a centerpiece. Okay, so there's our eucalyptus. Next, we're going to come in with these coffee cream roses. So I'm going to take these roses and I am going to very carefully, now again, this is for a shower at my house. So I am just taking these roses and I'm blowing them open. So I'm just taking my finger and I am just running it right down into those petals. So I just opened that bloom up. I'm going to take my floral knife, cut that stem at an angle, and I'm going to nestle that rose right down into that container. I'm going to remove any of the petals that don't look pretty. And I'm just blowing on that rose to kind of open it up some. And again, I'm just nestling, just tucking that right down deep into that arrangement. Now the containers that we're going to use are just glass containers. I have glass trays, and so that's the reason I chose to use this pretty glass vase, just so that everything kind of blends. Now my home is decorated for fall, but we're going to use some of these white roses and white filler flower, those kind of things, just strictly because that is Emily. So that's the reason. But I'm leaving all my pretty fall stuff too. I love the fact that these coffee cream roses are a little more ivory than they are white. And so that kind of, to me, adds a little bit more of a fall tone to this arrangement. And I think it's going to work beautifully. Now coffee cream roses, we actually got all of this material, floral material, from a company called Budsy. And coffee cream roses are actually a painted rose, which you would never know. And what I love about them is the fact that, number one, they look very natural. But number two, they really do pull more of a fall tone. So they're not so harsh white. I think they're perfect for fall. Budsy carries a good bit of product that is painted or tinted, and I really don't mind it at all. Now, some of the things I don't love, things that really aren't very natural, I don't love. Like, I don't really love a candy corn hydrangea because you're never going to find a hydrangea in orange and yellow. But they do have lots of really pretty tinted floral materials. And this happens to be one that I just really like. But see how very simple this arrangement is? It's very elegant, but very, very simple. I used one stem of seeded eucalyptus. I used one stem of Parfolia eucalyptus. I used 3 stems of white hydrangea, and I think this is going to be 7 stems of white roses. So as simple as can be, yet very, very elegant. Now, I chose not to wire these roses. You can certainly wire them, but they're kind of nestled down deep, so I didn't wire them. But look how simple and easy this is. Now, honestly, this container would make a lovely centerpiece for your table for Thanksgiving or any holiday, by just changing out your floral materials. So you could absolutely use some winter greens if you wanted to, and make this a Christmas centerpiece. You could use fall tones and make this a fall centerpiece. This is, honestly, I haven't used this container in a very long time, but I'm very thankful that I pulled this out because it really does make a beautiful low compact centerpiece. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions about how we do things or what we order here at our shop, the companies we used, you know that you can always ask. You can drop that in the comments below. You can send us an email over at flowersbythebunch@yahoo, or check us out over on Facebook and you can message me there. I am so happy to answer any questions you might have. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Like our video, that helps people to see us. And if you'll hit that little bell, you'll get notifications for when we have a new video. Guys, y'all have a great day. We'll see you soon.